studied through her. But anyway, some websites, some blogs that you might want just for extra information if you like getting into research. Some of these are just going to give you information and just, say, okay, here it is, we presented it, you make of it what you want and decide on your own. But here's a recipe, and this is one that I like, and there's a couple of things I want to say about it. You're free to customize your own smoothie as long as you include only greens for the veggies. Now, I know some people like to put carrots, and I don't know what you put in yours. Carrots are a little starchy, so it would be a little heavier smoothie, but mainly the spinach, the romaine, different salad greens, kale. Are you familiar with using kale, eating kale? Okay. There's so many different, and we may do another presentation at the dance studio sometime on just different salads you can make, putting with natural salad dressings and how you can use those salads to benefit your body. And the dressing also. It's not a dressing that you buy from the store. It's got sugar in it. And I know there are some good ones out there too. But there are some things that you can do. But kale is really taking a forefront these days on one of the greens. Also in the news recently are some negative sides of too much kale, that it could affect, same with spinach, that oxalic acid. If you get too much, it could disrupt something in your body. These, of course, are over-the-board amounts. I mean, cups and cups and cups in one day. Anything in excess is not good for your body, even if it's a good thing. We learn in anything, and moderation is the best, down the middle of the road. But if we know how to use those foods in balance to help our body eliminate and detox and go through all that. Okay, and avoid any type of melon in your smoothie for the fruit. Oranges or grapefruit, unless you want a smoothie that is only citrus fruit. You could do greens and put oranges and grapefruit and lemon and mix that all together. Lemon's kind of universal. It can kind of blend in anywhere, but avocado usually not good. It's just so heavy to begin with. Now on the next page you're going to see a protein smoothie that will include, I think it's got some avocado in there. Let me see that. Oh, this one doesn't, but sometimes when you use an almond milk or stuff like that, you can include some avocado if you want it to be a little more filling. But for the first smoothie of the day, that's so easy to digest, we would like to have something very simple, like the one on the front. Now you might say, well, can't I just eat my fresh fruit? Well, sure. What's a benefit of having a smoothie over the fresh fruit? Do you see any benefit? You're getting greens. I've heard this said. Fruits cleanse, vegetables, and here we're going to talk greens, heal. So the fruits help to clean your body out. The veggies heal it. And you're going to have to, excuse me, I got to get a drink of water real quick. I'm talking too much. Thank you, Sam, for coming. All right, okay. I'm sorry, you didn't get a sample of the green smoothie, but okay, so that is a very good reason. It has the greens and the fruits, but notice it's only the greens that mix well with fruits that are the simple greens, not heavier vegetables like broccoli or squash or that kind of stuff. And then we put it with fruits that are fairly easy to digest. And then we put them in a blender. What does that blender do?
It breaks it down.
Breaks it down. It breaks those cell walls. It ruptures those cell walls so that how does your body gain from that?
It absorbs more of it.
Yes, easier, quicker. You think that fresh fruit went through your body quickly because it was easy to digest. That smoothie with those simple greens and simple fruits is going to digest even more quickly and just flood your body with nutrients. When your body is still in that elimination mode. So it adds all that benefit, the enzymes, the vitamins, the minerals, the proteins, etc. And by the way, there are proteins in many greens and in many fruits. We just don't hear about that a lot. And those grains that we were talking about earlier, the millet, the quinoa, amaranth, you sometimes hear, they're very high in protein. Really, in our country, we consume way more protein than our bodies need. And that is very harmful to our bodies. Okay, so looking down this recipe, we've got cold filtered water. Make sure you start with some clean water. Water from the tap, it has a lot of nitrates in it. In farming communities, sometimes it can be worse. So I know the city has had at times when if you had a child or a baby under 6 months, you weren't supposed to give them the tap water. So anyway, thinking about that. And I also maybe I'll put just a cup of water and then a half a cup of ice cubes to get it cold right away. When I first make it, I like it cold, and then whatever I have left over, I'll put in the refrigerator well, then it's cold. A couple of handfuls, 2 to 3 of some fresh spinach, kale, some other green that you might like. I'd kind of stay away from, are you familiar with arugula? It's pretty tangy, and to mix with my fruits, I don't really like. I love it in a salad. I love it mixed with other greens. So it's kind of peppery, almost. Some people cannot stand it. But it's they sell it out at Walmart. They mix it with spinach. And then we've got a nice selection of organic spinach and different things. I wish they had a few more. I've been talking to the produce people about maybe getting some fresh organic kale. And we'll talk about that if we have time, why organic is better. Some people think it is not. I just want to throw out some ideas at you. Romaine lettuce, those, and they've got packages out there that are organic. 2 to 3 stalks of some celery. If you like celery, some people don't. And this, I can taste it in there. I don't like it. Leave it out. Some people are allergic to it. Or if you're allergic to any of these others, just leave it out. To balance the taste of the greens, we have the fruits. Mango is wonderful, but we can't always get them all throughout the year. Sometimes you can find this stuff frozen. You can also use pear, apple. When we were talking about fresh fruits earlier, they are very, very high in fiber. I don't do a lot of juicing at all. And the main reason is because when you juice a fruit, what are you doing to it? All the fiber out. And then you've got that concentrated sugar. It's a natural sugar. What's it called? Do you know the... Oh, okay, I thought you had it on the tip of your tongue. Fructose is a natural fruit sugar. But without the balance of the fiber, you are flooding your body with all of that sweetness. And that's why, especially pasteurized juices that you buy at the store are really not doing your body much good. Because it's all that sugar, even though it's a natural sugar, it does not have the balance of the fiber to go with it. Okay, some pineapple can be frozen. Sometimes they have beautiful pineapple out there at Walmart. I know it's not organic, but if you think about when do you need something organic, a good rule of thumb is if you can peel it, you don't eat the peeling, it doesn't need to be organic. And sometimes there may be some exceptions on that. Apples, pears, all those plums, etc., they really should be, and plus on those apples they put that wax on it to keep it fresh. So anyway, a banana, if you like banana. Some people like more tarty tasting green smoothies. I like mine a little more sweet. On a couple of these websites, especially the Kitchen Remix up there, they have a whole section there on oodles and gobs of recipes for different kinds of smoothies. Some that have no fruit in them at all. And I just can't take them. They're just too tart for me, too greeny, I guess, whatever. So you place all these in your blender, And if you do not have a heavy-duty blender,